going on, y'all? Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast, where we discuss, debate, and sometimes argue on movies and TV shows, old and new. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz.
And I am Jason. A few house rules before we get into this review. 1, please have fun. 2, please like, share, subscribe. Let your people know, let your friends know what we are doing over here at the Was It Good Though. Number 3, we will be spoiling this review. So if you haven't seen it, stop here and come back after you've seen it. And lastly, and certainly not least, this is not a kid podcast in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So if you want to listen with your children, that is on you. That is not on us. I am here to let you know. Please stop or continue. Let's get to this review.
That was like perfect timing.
What's that? The way it did it?
Mm-hmm. And then you just didn't say nothing.
Got you. It happens, man. Sometimes everything aligns in the way it should. You don't think so? Huh?
I mean, it depends. Is Mercury in retrograde?
I don't believe in none of that Gatorade stuff. I don't even drink Powerade no more. Like, I don't know anything dealing with the AIDS. I'm not into it.
Wait.
My bad, Magic Johnson. Okay, so
okay.
It's caught the stray.
Okay.
Wow,
yes.
stray.
Well, this is the Was It Good Though podcast, the podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. This is Jason.
And this is Jazz.
Yes. And Jazz, we're joined with some reoccurring guests today. First time that they're together, but we have some reoccurring guests, man. This is a reoccurring. This is a second showing of our brother over the waters, Jazz. We trying to be international with this.
Yeah, JR, welcome back.
Thank you. A pleasure to be back on the show. I cannot wait to talk about this movie. It's one of my favorite movies that I dropped in 2001. So really excited to get part about this.
Yeah. Are you a big Western movie guy?
Huge Western movie guy. Huge. Like even back in like the old days of like Clint Eastwood and Leon Van Cliff, like those old school westerns. So when I saw this, when I saw the trailer for the Holiday Fall, I was sold. Black Cowboys, killer soundtrack. Listen, count me in. I don't need to see any more. I'm invested. I'm locked in.
I fuck with it, man. But we also got another reoccurring guest, probably the unofficial, official third member or fourth member. I don't know what she at this point on the podcast. 6-time returning.
Hey.
Y'all funny.
Crystal, how are you today, man?
I am good. Happy to be back. I'm ready to talk about the things.
What things are we talking about today, Crystal?
Niggas.
Oh, horses.
That nigga riding the horse. But man, if you're not watching, you're not sure what's going on this week, episode 76. Hopefully you guys are full. Had a great Thanksgiving last week. Holiday. Now we're going into the real holiday season. What you got?
77.
Okay, well, 77. She got it right for me. Episode 77 is today. I'm sorry, people. Episode 77. We're talking about The Harder They Fall. Movie drop in 2021. I believe the director, writer, James Seymour, I believe is his name, right? He don't really have a catalog just yet. Not just yet, but he got a big movie coming out in January, so I'm excited to see.
What movie is that?
Yeah, it's like the guy hating on Jesus with Lakeith.
Okay.
Lakeith Stanfield. He kind of hating on Jesus, and he trying to start his own faith.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
I think I seen that trailer. It looks interesting.
Him and RJ. The funny thing is, him and Jim are in that. So
reunion.
They're like they besties in this one though. So, but yeah, man. Harder They Fall. This was, like I said, 2021. I was thinking, Jazz, I thought this is when we first linked up, like the first big group chat link up. I thought this is what I was watching on the flight, but no, this is what I was watching when I was for the fight for my life in Houston, for the Travis Scott concert, which is a couple of weeks after we linked up.
Oh, okay. That was your final destination moment.
Something like that. Something like that. Man. Open the scene, family eating, you hear some noise outside, and then you see a man pull up. I mean, we know the beard, we know the stubble, we know a snitch, we know a traitor when we see him. Stringer Bell, we know Stringer Bell, we know a snitch, we know a traitor when we see him. Yeah, I know. Just in case there's somebody linking thrones, I already bust your bubble. I'm sinking battleships. This is what I do over here.
Listen, that beard was not giving snitch. You look at the other beards in this movie, them was giving weak snitches because, Lord, the struggle was on so many people in this movie.
Look, all beards are not made equally. You can't get mad at these people because they can't grow one.
Well, I would say I'm not mad at them, but they snitches. They snitches. If your beard can't connect, you can't be trusted.
Yo.
I just made somebody mad.
How for the trustworthy men with unconnecting beards?
You're wild. I mean, because everybody can't do it. But JR, I'm gonna kick this first one off for you, man. Open the scene, family dynamic. We praying, we eating together, love together. And it's disruptive, man. How you feeling with it? What did you think about this opening scene of this movie?
Man, it was just, you didn't expect it to get to the shits straight away, peaceful family gathering, they're about to tuck into their food and you hear the music change. And when you hear that kind of music, oh snap, something bad's gonna happen here. And you see Rufus come in, see the other guy holding down the kid. I'm thinking, wow, this does not look good. He's got the guns pointed at the wife and the kid. And the man's saying to do the honorable thing, like, yo, listen, your beef is with me. Leave my kid and my wife out of it. We can go outside, tell this like, man, I respected that, But Rufus is like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Shoots the wife, then shoots him, and then like carves up the kid's face. It's like, damn, this is a bad motherfucker. Like, yo.
Yeah, I think they had to establish his role pretty early. Jazz, what did you think of this opening scene? Before I even do that, Jazz, are you a Western person? Are you into Westerns?
Not really, but there's a few that I like. Like I like is it called Desperado with Antonio Banderas?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Back to the Future Part 3 because they was in the Western.
This nigga here.
And it's another one. It had Clint East. Nope, it didn't. I can't think of it, but it's a few. But I wouldn't. That's not my genre to go to. It's not my top 5.
Not your top 5. Got you. But just seeing this opening scene, what do you feel the direction of this movie is going at this point?
Anybody can get it. I mean, if you willing to, shoot somebody where they got their warm food in their face, like without saying any words. He didn't say anything. And then his homeboy came in right after him. So I was just like, oh, all right. But I definitely felt like, okay, they didn't kill the little boy. And I was just like, he's probably going to try to go get his revenge.
You didn't think he died?
Nah, because what's the point of putting the cross on his forehead? I mean,
we didn't see that. The scene cut out.
If you're going to shoot the parents, what's the point of cutting up the kid? You would
to really prove a point.
What's your point? That I fuck them kids?
Whenever you kill somebody with a knife, it's personal. That's what they say anyway.
Well, do you think that grown man would have had something personal towards the kid more than the parents?
Have you ever seen Capote?
Nope.
Okay, you should look that up.
Well, for this movie, I was like, that little boy's still alive. So
you seen Alpha Dogs?
I did. That movie had me toe up, man. Every time I see it, I just be like, just leave. Just get on the bus. Jason, he never gets on the bus.
What about Lovely Bones?
Can't stand that movie.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. Sometimes people
Give me a movie where it happened with a black kid. Go ahead.
With a black kid getting killed. I mean, the personal kid. No, I couldn't. I was going to say hardball, but he was just a straight bullet. It wasn't that type of situation.
RPG, baby.
Hardball.
Yeah. Crystal.
Yes.
Next scene, we flash forward. You see a man pulling up with the church, and you see a man kneel praying. Well, it appears to be praying. What did you think about the introduction to Nate Love or Nat Love?
I think he is. What was the word? The word I want to use is like he want to make sure he leave a lasting impression on you. Like he gonna do what he do, but then right before he leave, he gonna like drop the bomb. Like surprise, bitch! Actually, I'm on it. Bye. He did that a couple times in this movie, and it was just like you could have actually just got away without ever naming yourself, but you did it. So. He about it is what I thought.
Yeah, I did too. And I guess, well, within the next scene, this was super similar to Django, the infamous scene that's going to live on forever, of the bags or the sheets on their head and they're being disruptive or being tore up. But this is the Crimson Gang. They ride. And of course we see two guys in hide in the rocks. You get Jim, and you get Bill. I'm gonna go to you this time, Jazz. What did you think about the introduction to Jim and Bill?
I wasn't expecting this to be a comedy because you already think in Western, you got violence already in the beginning, and then you see the exchange of the gang and our two individuals that's hiding in the rocks. It's like, my mama told me you wasn't sweet, but I am sweet. No, your ass ain't sweet, but I am. He said, I'd rather die just to listen to him talking. And I'm just like, this exchange was so sarcastic to where I was like, okay, y'all about to entertain me for real. And this cast, amazing.
Stacked.
Like this cast of this movie, whoo, stars on stars on stars, upcoming stars, present stars, like old school stars, like everything. But I enjoyed this exchange, and then of course seeing Damon Wayne Jr. in this scene.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I enjoyed that, and it was a lot of I guess callbacks or little tea leaves that they was leaving that you was gonna follow throughout the entire story. So you have of course they beat not Bill but Jim. Gio feels as if he's the fastest draw in the actual land. It was like, and Bill's like, you know what? I hope you catch up a Cherokee Bill. I heard he quick. I heard he quick with it, and he gonna bust your ass. He said he ain't quick with me with the blam blams. Ain't no way he fucking with me with them. And we, he kind of they take him hostage, as you said. They took Damon's character hostage because he was telling them the money that we took, it ain't money that you think it is. In this situation, that there's a deeper criminal link tied to this actual money. And then of course next thing we make it to Douglastown. So now this question, direct to the women, because it was brought to my attention in this whack ass people's thoughts that it was brought to my attention, right? So did you, prior to watching this movie or now, did y'all know this was kind of based on a true story? Like these characters are real people?
I knew all the people were real, but the story is fake, right?
I mean, that's that part. That's what I said. Like, part like as far as but as far as what they was doing, like I think they probably created a story for them. But I'm just saying, like, you knew the people that they portrayed were real people. And I mean, they kind of went along with what they was doing though. Like it didn't stray too much. They was really doing this back in the day. So this one's gonna be about Stagecoach Mary. Stagecoach Mary, the real person. She is a darker tone woman, and it was brought to my attention that they used a light skinned woman to portray her. And people feel as if this is an eraser for I guess history and what it is. So Crystal, did you feel or do you think anything about this in this scene? I mean, about the character. Let me say that.
Me personally, no. I think Miss Zazie did a good job. And maybe they tried to get a darker skin. I don't know their casting process. Maybe they tried to find somebody that was the complexion of the actual woman, and they couldn't find nobody. And they got somebody good to do the job.
Gotcha.
So I mean, in it the moment and now, no feelings about that.
Got you. So it didn't anger you.
No.
Got you. Jazz, same question. I'm gonna direct it to you. Did you feel any ways about them using a light-skinned woman in a dark skin for a dark skin portrayal of a person?
So I'll say I didn't know these were real people, so I didn't have that knowledge prior to watching this. So it's hard for me to answer your question. But now that I do know, I don't feel any kind of different way about it. Yeah. She was supposed to be a bit browner. Sorry, but Zaza did a good job. Like, she was out there balling on, performing.
I love Zazie whenever she's acting. She does a great job
Yeah.
in the actual roles.
So,
go ahead.
Let me ask this. Okay, let's just say hypothetically, what brown skinned actress would have played this role?
Tiana.
Better? Damn, you said fresh off the marbles. God. Her opposite Jonathan Majors would have been nice though.
What was she doing in 2021? Well, I guess before then.
She was in the movie. You're right. She was in WandaVision that year.
So, okay.
She was in that movie you told me to watch with Regina King. With Beale Street Can Talk. She was the sister.
Oh, she was. Oh,
she was in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's you had that. Did you know somebody's gonna ask that question?
You did. I did. I had it already written down because I was like, if I pick somebody, it would be her. Or the girl from the woman from the morning show. I love her too. I actually want to see a movie with her and Tiana. Yeah, I want to see a movie with her and Tiana Paris, like as sisters or rivals or friends or something. That'd be a dope movie, just seeing them together. So outside of Stagecoach Mary, we also get Cuffy. Cuffy was a rough, tough character. In this, it felt as if Cuffy was, I don't want to say timid, but it's like she didn't want to have to get to a certain level. JR, what did you think about Cuffy's character?
Oh yeah, you definitely saw that she was one for diplomacy first, but if words don't work, fists will. You saw in the scene where Nat Cole's going to the bar and she got his gun from him, and then another guy came behind him and he was just completely dismissive of her. And then he's trying to swing, she swung, knocked him down, and it's like, okay, don't play with her. She's soft spoken. She'll fuck you up if she has to. So I respect it.
So, and then we kind of see, there's a flame between Stagecoach Mary and Nat Love. He kisses her, and she said, "This is just to remind you what it was and what it is." Yeah. And then she knocks him out right here, right? Like she she knocks him out.
Right in his face.
And then of course, Cuffy tells him where to go. He goes up to the room and they have this conversation, and I can't think of what it was. Okay, so Crystal, because you put me onto it, this whole situation with Nat and Stagecoach Mary and Cuffy kind of put me in the mind of Greg, Pearl, and Rose.
Okay. Yes.
Did you picking up what
I'm picking up what you're putting down? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there was it's almost like a love triangle, but
Absolutely.
it was a situation where I don't think Stagecoach was into Cuffy that way, but Cuffy was into her. But she was into her. You didn't pick that up?
No.
What about the kiss at the end? You didn't pick it up?
It lingered.
Yeah, it was definitely there. It's like, you know, she,
and then right after she was like, "What you looking at?" Like, that's my worry about yourself.
And then, you know, they're having this conversation, and he told, you know, basically told her, you know, he got the guy. He was like, but that's not the guy. You still about to go back out there if you find out. And it was like, yeah, but we need to get together before Bill comes in here talking about that wolf lady. And then he was like, he don't call me that. He calls me something else. And then he walked in, he said, oh, hey, wolf lady, how you doing? And you know, this is when we find out that, you know, Rufus was getting out of jail. And the money that they had would belong to him, because they was about to, well, they didn't know what he was fit to do. Which kind of goes into my ledge of, you know, is he a villain? But we'll get to that when we get to it. In this scene, this is another one of them little tidbits that come back up later in the movie, because he was like, if we kill Jim, like if we kill, he said, I thought you was gonna kill him. I would have bet some of you to say you was gonna do it. Why you didn't kill him? He was like, because he said it's a red crimson gang. He ain't the only, he's not the last one, you know, in that situation, which they comes back at the end of the movie as well. So I like how they was going through that. But now we get the introduction to Rufus Buck team. JR. Trudy, treacherous Trudy, as she wants to be called, she holds up the train as they begin this train stop. What did you think about this scene and the introduction to treacherous Trudy and Cherokee Bill?
Trudy was a gutsy woman, because I'm there thinking, man, is this train gonna slow down? You know, it's like the driver's blowing the horn, and you think any other person would just ride off the tracks, but she's there. She ain't flinching, nothing, like solid. And the guy gets out. He's angry, and he's gonna say an N-word. We don't know what N-word he's gonna say, but I think
it was nincompoop.
He was gonna he was gonna let the hard ER fly. He was gonna let the ER jump from his soul. You know, it's like, what is this nigger doing on my tracks? You know, he was gonna let that fly. So, you know, he gunned him down. Cherokee Bill, you know, he's you think he's a civil person. He's like, you know, he could have been going to say nincompoop, and Trudy was like, well, we ain't no nincompoops either. So where we at with it now? You know. But I love the bar that Cherokee Bill drops when he got on the train. He's like, I am not a violent person, but saying that you are now in the company of people with violent tendencies. And like, that's a bar. Scary, but he worded it in a polite, civil way.
He did. I think this is my first time seeing Lakeith in this type of role, like the action, using the gun type thing. Jazz, what did you think of how Lakeith handled the train at this point?
He handled it very calmly. He was communicating with everybody on board, and someone approached him and he was just like, oh, so you a hero. And you know, he had to do what he had to do. Chopped him up, Achilles, homeboy fell to his knees. But I mean, I enjoyed him in this. Like, I enjoyed him and his interactions with Regina. Like, when they were just going through, they was just like, how many people back there? 30. Put the gun to his head. 10. But I love this train scene. It's definitely one of my favorite from this movie.
Yeah, I agree. Crystal. So, you know, we get to the actual train car door as he's trying to get through. And of course he proceeds, he gets through the door. We know that was going to happen. I love how Regina, you know, she, like, I think Regina just commands the screen, and she's been doing it for so long. So, you know, she talks to the cop, which it turns out to be the, I guess, deputy's dad. I don't know why you have your son with you on this type of mission, but you know, whatever. So she tells him to open it, and he tried to give her the key, and she's like, "Bitch,
I told you to open it." She handed me the key.
How did y'all feel about her accent?
I was gonna ask that. It was weird. It was weird.
It felt country, like it felt southern on a ranch, but didn't quite land fully.
Yeah,
she wasn't moving her tongue. I don't know. I wasn't completely sold on it.
Mm-mm.
Like, because when she was telling her story, I was like, God, I wish I would have. Because I know Regina can do some voices now.
She could have just talked, truthfully. Like, she didn't have to go through none of that. Jonathan, the only one that looked like he come from this type of day. So, did y'all expect? Hold on, let me see. Jazz, did you expect what was going to happen next once they freed Rufus Rufus from the train car?
I wasn't expecting it. He was like, all right. I thought they was gonna stay on the train and kick everybody off.
I did too.
But it was like, all right, you can drive, he can survive. Can you imagine being a person that don't know how to drive a train and you hear that? I saw the old man. I would have been like, I could do it today.
I could learn.
The old man behind him face just said, "Oh shit," and Regina shot him in the chest.
Man, they fucked them up real quick.
Did it give you Tarantino vibes?
It did. This definitely was influenced Tarantino. Like I said, the Django was real good, and it definitely gave that, but this was definitely the Black excellence version of that. Not too much, and I did feel like this established this isn't that type of movie. We getting all the white people out of here, so don't even worry about them being a part of what we got going on. That's what I felt like this scene established. What you finna say, Jad?
They got their asses shot up on this train.
But rightfully so, because she said y'all was out here raping women and children and killing them, and the deputy was so taken aback. He told us to come kill y'all. Like, shit, we just doing our job.
Amen.
Hold on. So, we get Delroy. Which, him having this southern accent, being from the UK, is kind of wild. He beating Regina King up with the voices. What did you think of the Marshal, Crystal? He pulled up on the saloon.
So I didn't like how he big dogged my girl Cuffy. Didn't like it at all. She didn't like it at all because she made sure the next person come behind him stayed in line. He said, well, I don't know if it was this scene, but he basically he let off a threat. He was like, "I'm gonna show you why I'm him." And I was like, "Well, shit, okay then, show me, sir."
Yeah.
I like a man's man. Okay. There's a bunch of men's men in this movie.
True.
It's true. Yeah. And I love the chemistry between Jonathan and Delroy. I think he was wasn't he? I feel like he was his dad in the Five Bloods, right? Or was that not his? I think he was his father. He was in that. I don't know if that was his father though. So of course, you have this little ruse that's thrown. Jonathan gets put in handcuffs and they try to leave. But then we go to Redwood City. Redwood City looks like I guess townspeople. You see that the gang, Rufus gang, pull up, and everybody look worried. Everybody look scared. And they go to the bank and they were trying to see, how much money they got, what they need. And they said, well, we kind of light, sir. There's some money missing. And the next immediate scene, you see Willie Esco eating a steak, talking shit to Rufus. He let him know, shit, this one needs to be done, nigga. You not for the nigga, get the fuck up out of here. And you better be done before I get done eating my steak. And boom, boom, boom,
right.
Boom. This nigga is not talking to nobody.
Who you talking to? Yeah.
And he told him to bring his ass outside. He ain't come in the building.
And he went. Okay?
He went.
So as Crystal say, a man's man, Jazz. What do you think about Rufus commanding his dominance in this town?
Listen, y'all, I would have left so fast. I'd have been like, yo, go pack your shit. We leaving out of Redwood today. So the camera angles in this, amazing. This scene was a lot more graphic than I thought it was gonna be. Because I thought they was going, he got him a good hit off on Rufus. Then Rufus cheated though. Why did you get that gun? Why did you beat him with that gun? It was supposed to be like this.
Who said that?
Here we go. Jason don't fight fair.
Jason don't fight fair, man. Who fights fair?
Listen,
who fights fair
all the town people, like all the town people looking. So I'm just like, so you just
okay. So let me ask you this. Did Craig fight fair?
No. Craig got his ass beat.
You got to win. You got to win the fight. This winning the fight. People out here trying to ain't no goddamn justice in these goddamn fists. Don't fit to try to knock your goddamn head off.
Well, that's what he did to the deputy.
That's why I don't fight, because I'm looking to knock some teeth out your mouth.
God, his teeth came out too. He said, "Hey, little boy, come get this gold. Come get this gold.
You rich now."
Like it was so graphic. I wasn't expecting this to be so graphic. I mean, I loved it, but I was like, damn.
And the worst part of this is he touched his face. Like, bruh, you just beat my ass. Don't touch my wounds. I should slap you. I should slap you. And of course, like I label my notes a certain way. So this is ride together, we die together. So in this next scene, we find out it was a ruse between the marshal and Nat. And he kind of told him he was gonna kill him because he took Rufus in. Like, he shouldn't have did that. And he said that, if it's in consideration, I did do it by myself. I turned him in by myself. I didn't have any help. In this situation, of course, we kind of hear some ruffling in the back, and his crew back there. It was like, man, come on now. We know it. We know. We know the tricks, my boy. We know my tricks. JR, what did you think about the crew in this situation? Because he told them at this point, like, this is a suicide mission, so you probably not coming back after this.
It just falls into that age-old movie and TV show trope of, that the hero is going to go into a situation where it's basically a one-way trip, suicide mission, and the more guns he's got with him or her, the better their chances are. But they've got pride, they've got ego. They're thinking, man, I don't want my friends to get involved in this beef. It's my beef to sort out. I can't ask them to come on this ride with me, especially if it's going to put them in harm's way. And then every single time the crew's like, man, stop talking your shit, man. We're rolling with you, okay? Friends to the end. Don't even try to convince us to go home. We are sticking with you to the end. So just save your breath.
Yeah. I appreciate how they wrote all the characters. Like, they gave them enough for you to fall in love with the character as you're following them. Because each one of them, it was just like, you had Jim, super silly. Bill was serious, but he was serious, but he had a silly side to him. You had Cuffy, like, I feel like Cuffy was just like, she wanted her girl like the entire time. So she got kind of like, she was moving with like a chip on her shoulder the entire, within that. But I do feel like she loved the crew, and you kind of see that as it plays out towards the end of it. Like, she was getting emotional about them, and like, she didn't. Well, I don't know if she really didn't or did fool with them, but you can tell that camaraderie that they built within just that little time period of them being out there, having each other back, and just doing what they was doing. Crystal, in this next scene, you have, which I do like how they did this, like with the scenes, when you have a cast, an all-star cast like this, like being able to divide the camera time for each person is there's an art to it. Like, when you see it, because oftentimes it's like, damn, what beautiful gowns, as Crystal like to say, they was just there. There was nothing that they gave that wasn't in this. So in this next scene, we got a solo scene between Trudy and Rufus. So Crystal, what did you think about this scene of them having conversation about their reign of terror?
I'm not. Child, I don't even remember this scene. What?
Oh shit. Okay. So in this, okay, Reign of Terror may not have been the proper way to introduce that, but clearly you don't remember anyway, so it's fine. But in this scene here, that was talking, she kind of questioned him because I think she felt like she should have been in control of the town and he should have had somebody else running the
I'm
gang
bad.
outside. Got you.
The whole time I literally confused everybody's name. So as soon as you said Rufus, I saw Jonathan Majors and I was like, when did they talk? Okay.
Okay, got you.
So
I'm gonna say they act. I'm gonna say their real names to fix you to help you out.
Sure.
I got
but
you.
If you can say the cast name too, I'll just ask if I'm not sure.
Got you. Okay.
But in this scene, I feel like Trudy basically is really trying to kind of like Cuffy in a way, trying to solidify and get her respect and her name. Because I feel like she had been doing like, y'all gonna respect me, you gonna show y'all face. She was a force, really, and a no nonsense type of person. And she knew Wiley was not the person to get to town. She knew that. I think everybody knew that. And he just like gave it to him since that was his friend. No snaps. So
yeah. She kind of, I like this little line. She was like, loyalty is a virtue until it isn't. And he asked her, was she loyal? And she same exact thing, no word. She just, nigga, what? Like, come on now, stop playing with me. But Jazz, next thing, she goes outside and she pretty much tell the town people, y'all got a tax, time to pay up. What did you think about this scene here?
I would have been like, y'all should have left 20 minutes ago before they came out of this house. But I definitely wouldn't have told them I was leaving. I definitely wouldn't have challenged them and said, oh, I heard about you. I heard you dangerous. I wouldn't have said none of that. R.I.P. to that man. Like, and
just start talking.
And the wild thing is, like, Rufus came to him and was just like, he made it seem like it was his fault. He said, we don't need no doubters in this village. And I'm like, Rufus, like, he's sorry. He was about to tell him he had a family. He's like, he just cut him off. I was so afraid for all of those people. Like, okay, you bring money to this town, can't nobody challenge you, or you gonna shoot him in the street.
Yeah. He was making examples. Making examples out of people. But he was trying to build a town. He wanted to be ran and looked at a certain way.
Do you seem like that was the best approach?
Sometimes you gotta show dominance in that situation.
But you have 200 gunmen. They're living in and out of these houses. Why can't y'all just go to a bank and rob it and get the money?
Because we already robbed the bank and my money missing now.
That means you gotta go handle that. How we know you can handle us if you can't even handle your own business?
I'm gonna get y'all in line. I'm gonna get y'all in line and pop one of y'all in front of here so y'all know it's real. You know it's real. I wasn't playing. Who next? Because who else wants some? Debo. Like, yeah, now we laying them out.
He probably turned that dude who he killed. He turned his wife into that blue lady.
Oh, the blue lady.
Oh, blue lady. I'm like, damn, they got the Avatar characters in this motherfucker. And of course, Wiley got his ass kicked out of town, and he runs into the crew. Within this one, JR, what? If you was the crew, are you listening to Wiley?
Yeah, because he could have some vital inside information that would give us a slight advantage, like Nat has said, Rufus doesn't like to leave loose ends. So if he knows that Wiley's escaped, he's as good as dead anyways. So it would do Wiley no good to lie to them because it's not like he can get back into Rufus's good books anyways. So it's like, okay, all right. I hate these people, but you've got a common enemy here. So if I can help them out in a small way to take them down, hey, listen, take this information for free. Do what you wish with it, but here you go.
And then in this next one, you have the conversation between Cuffy, Jim, and Bill. They talking about who the fastest gun. The fastest gun in the West, or wherever the hell they was at. I don't know these motherfuckers. They was in the South, so I guess fastest gun in the South. What the fuck is the West? Was they when they say fastest gun? Was they really like in California on horses and stuff?
I think they were just traveling west.
Got you.
East. So whatever is west is west.
Okay, I'm with it. So Jonathan, since you make sure you understand the names here, Jonathan pulls the ring out. Pulls the ring out for Mary, and she went with this shit.
She's so sick of him.
What do you think about this?
I think Mary was down bad. That's why she even on this excavation anyway. Because she kissed him, then she punched him, then she decided to tag along. Now he got a ring, but she like, but you didn't give it to me, but she's still there. After this is done, we done, but she still stayed. Like she was down, Mary was down bad. She loved him, but she tried to fight it. Poor Mary. Support your man, girl. I can't.
Would you have accepted that ring?
Jonathan, shit, I guess I don't.
It's a yes or no question. Hold up, what are you doing?
I'm married.
I'm married. You're in Mary's situation. Yes, you're established.
I probably would have took it because Mary was down bad. I'm not a fighter, so yes, come on, thank about time, please. Jeez. If I'm gonna stay anyway, I might as well get the ring.
No, Mary concocts this plan that she's going to the town. She was more of a, he kind of told her, what in your mind? I think I'm gonna let you go down there and do that.
Adrian's impression?
It was. It
was
wasn't
so
good.
bad.
It wasn't good.
It was bad, man.
Because he be doing this thing. He was doing this thing with his lips. Okay.
Are we watching the same movie?
Yes. Go back and watch it. He do this thing with his mouth whenever he put it talking.
I think it's because he got like a. Never mind.
You're freak ass. So I'm going to you next anyway. So Mary pulls up by herself, by her lonesome.
It's a terrible idea.
Into Redwood. That's what I was about to ask you. Would you have been ballsy enough to pull up in the city by your town to try to get some information?
No, because they already know who I used to roll with. It was a terrible idea. And she brought up the money. I wouldn't have even said anything about the money. I'd have been like, I just heard y'all had some good whiskey and blue people walking around. I'm just here to see what y'all got going on. I wouldn't even say Rufus's name. Rufus.
The Temptations, ain't you?
Blue. Blue people. That's
R.I.P.
But Jazz, what did you think about? So of course, the plan didn't go. The plan goes to shit, of course. Not Trudy, but Zazie gets taken by Trudy, and she's tied down to a chair, and she tells her story about her sister, Mary. What did you think about this story that she told?
It was a bit dark. I didn't think it was going to end how it started. But yeah, it was sad because I was just like, damn, she didn't get to say goodbye to her sister because some hating asshole was harassing her sister, so she had to take her out. She seemed kind of young to be cutting somebody's throat, but she probably had no choice.
She had so many choices. She had so many.
She never bullied her sister again.
She never breathed again. No more Tony Braxton. She no more breathing again. And then she kind of told her. Zazie told her she has no she gets no sympathy from her, because this situation happened to her. She was like, "That's fine. I wasn't looking for it anyway. Could you die when I'm ready for you to?" And the guy begins to choke her out. How much more impactful would this movie have been if Zazie was killed in this scene? JR, I'm gonna go to you.
Well, we would have missed out on that badass fight between Mary and Trudy at the end when they were just slugging it out in that barn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, it definitely would have changed the the trajectory of the film because I feel that Nat and the gang probably would have come into the town guns blazing a lot sooner than they did in the film, just out of revenge, really, because it's like, he killed my girl, it's the only thing I got left in this world, really, besides revenge for Rufus. So, like, listen, I'm taking y'all out now. Um, yeah, I feel things would have gone a lot differently, and um, Mary had been killed at that point, but luckily she wasn't. So,
Okay. And of course, within this next scene, we get, they put her outside and they said, if nobody is here by sunup, put a bullet in her head. Like, just be like, she don't let we get that much time. And then the crew, the cavalry is there. And we get this big, the big scene. We finally get everybody on screen at one time. But I don't think but Rufus wasn't there. Rufus didn't come out, but you do got the crews pretty much outside of Rufus because Rufus was looking. I think he looking out the window at this, like looking at them, like he didn't even respect them enough to even come out to talk.
Yeah,
I feel like in his little red velour jacket.
So within this, this is when they take Jonathan into their custody. But of course, Bill, not Bill, but Jim, he gonna kick his shit with Bill. He's trying to figure out who the quickest draw, the quickest draw. They kept playing this situation up the entire movie. I'm gonna show you who the quickest. And they said, man, it ain't time. It's not the time nor the place for this situation.
Man walked off and got a drink.
And he played him.
He said, all right, you right. You right.
Said I've been practicing that all
night. So of course within the next one, Rufus and Nat. Nat is tied up, strung up, almost similar to Jamie Foxx, but Jamie Foxx was naked in his scene.
Damn, we was short. We was cheated.
Yo.
They did the right thing. They did the right thing. They did the right thing in this. And as he's getting tied up, of course, they just beat him. They're just beating him. Just pretty much just showing how serious that they are. But like I said, we do get this conversation between Rufus and Idris and Jonathan. Jazz, what did you think about this conversation and the implications that it meant?
I mean, he kind of gave him a task that was very difficult for him to achieve, but the love that he had for Mary, all right. But then also you come to find out, like, he obviously remembers who Nat is. And the fact that he put the knife on the floor that he used to cut the mark in his forehead, I was just like, damn, he had it the whole time. But then when you come to find out the whole reason behind everything, you just like, it hit deep. I was crying at the end of this.
What?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, I'm gonna say, what?
Did you cry, Jason?
Oh God, no.
Yeah,
No.
Just making sure.
No, Jazz, I don't like how you did that. Like, why you twist your face up like why I was crying or something?
What you mean? Like,
your face was just like, really, really, nigga.
Cause
like,
you be crying. You be
sick
crying.
Of y'all. You be crying. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all. And so of course he tasked him with robbing a bank in Maysville, which is an all-white town. And not only did he want him to rob the bank, but they need an additional $10,000 because of interest for taking the original money. So he goes back, links up with the crew, and he just throws a package on the ground with a razor or a knife on the ground for Cuffy. And she picks it up and she was like, ain't no fucking way, boy. Ain't no way, my boy. There is no way I'm finna put this on. He was like, you got to. Like, that's the rules. That's the rules. And then for some reason, I don't know why she felt like she had to prove herself or like she had to do it right then and there, but she undresses herself. and Jim was like, "Oh, I know it." In his close shit, in his close shave.
Yo, he was like,
it wasn't just me. No, it was just you.
It was just you.
Just you.
Then she, she gets this dress on, but she can't really walk in heels as they make it into this town. And as she's walking up into the place, she said, she says something like, my mama told me not to talk disrespect my elders. I wonder how old she was. You think she was super young? Because like
I think the person in real life was young, not like a child or anything, but they were younger. So it probably was at least a 10-year gap.
Okay, got you.
I don't know if that's elder, because he probably was like 29, 30.
Yeah, she was like, like that nigga Idris looked the same the whole movie.
but wait, you didn't really see Idris's face in the beginning of the
You're
shot.
right. You just seen the beard. You just seen the beard.
They could have took the whole. I mean, they could have did something with it. Put that Stringer Bell face on him during that time. Watch him shoot Miles.
So JR, they go in. Then to this actual bank. What did you think about how this bank scene played out, sir?
Honestly, to save time, I would have just if I was not, I would have just said, listen, we're just gonna go in, rob the place, mask up, guns out, let's just do this quick.
Well, we are not allowing you to plan the heist when we run it.
I feel like that's not gonna work.
But why did Cuffy need to be in a dress if she was just gonna say not that kind of withdrawal and still go straight?
Not this kind of. Hold on a second. Not this kind of. Wait.
I think
not that kind of withdrawal.
I think it was more. I think it was to present it a certain way, like they're coming in to do that, but then also it was to play that funny scene of her digging in her dress to try to figure out what a gun at inside the dress.
So I'm not gonna lie. If I was a white person that lived in this town, I would have immediately thought they was gonna rob us. I'm sorry. I would have
threw that nigga on that horse, literally.
Jazz racist. I see it. I see it now. I see it.
The whole town was white.
You in Florida you have changed, my girl.
Jason.
You have changed.
Jason, let me ask this question.
I'm never gonna be a white man.
No.
I'm not even pretending.
All right, no, wait. Hear me out. You in a town full of black people, and you at the bank, and your black-owned bank.
Oh. Wait, what you asking?
Yo, wait.
I'm gonna bleep that out. You gotta relax. and two white people coming to our bank. Is you not looking at them suspicious?
Yes, for sure. No, whoa. Did you just? But if you was black and you seen the white people, is that what you just put me in? Is the scenario you put me in?
I'm just asking.
Yes, you did put me in there. Yeah, no. But they did the right thing. But I love what he told him. He was like, they say robbing the bank is hard, but no, that's easy. The hard part is not killing people in the bank, within the bank robbery. Ain't they right there, bank manager? Thank you. But of course it was a clean sweep. No problems, no issues. But this movie ain't a bank. This movie isn't about bank heists. However, because a bank heist has taken place in this, I would love to see what you guys' favorite heist movies are. If you have a list, that would be dope to hear that. I'm gonna start with Jazz first.
Of course, I have to say, Set It Off. 4 Black women handling their business.
Hello.
What's the fucking procedure?
Hey. You know, and then I'm going to say Inside Man with Denzel Washington.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm in the bind, Nate. What I have to say, that's what Frankie told Blair Underwood when she needed that money.
Blair Underwood wasn't
not in person. Inside Man. What?
You talking about Blair Underwood? That was Jada's love interest. She didn't ask him for money. She was asking the other guy for money.
Which one?
I don't know his name.
Or Leonard, or
it had to be Nate, nigga, because she said I'm in the bind, Nate. The fuck? The
fuck? Blair Underwood name wasn't Nate. He was the one who worked at the bank. Go ahead, look it up.
You know what I was doing. You knew what I was doing. JR, we're gonna go to you next, man. What are your favorite heist movies?
Boy, I've got a few, but I'm just gonna
name a few, nigga.
Name a few, okay. Since it's a Tarantino, one of my favorite Tarantino films, Reservoir Dogs. I've got Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage.
Okay.
The Italian Job. Yeah, The Italian Job. Not the original, the remake in 2003 it was.
With Jason Statham?
Either one or Jason Statham. Yeah. Baby Driver. That's a sleeper.
That's a top. That's a top one there.
Yeah. And there's actually another Netflix original, Triple Frontier, with Ben Affleck.
I haven't watched that yet, but I hear whenever they talk about heist movies, that one always comes up.
Nah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, so since that's your movie, you seen The Town, right?
Yeah.
You picking Triple Frontier over The Town?
Ooh.
I haven't seen it, so I've seen The Town. I love The Town.
I'll give it to The Town.
You give it to The Town?
Yeah, I'll give it to The Town.
The crazy thing about a lot of these movies is they're a lot of their not the chemistry, but their stories are derivatives of Heat, which is I think one of the best.
Yes, that's on my list.
Best movies.
Yeah.
Miss Crystal, I have not forgot about you. What are your favorite heist movies?
Well, I have a little bit longer list.
I know.
This is my bag too. So some of them have been named. Set It Off, Heat, Italian Job.
So you did like Heat?
It was cool. It was just way too long, and it was for work, so I be feeling the way for doing stuff for work. So, Dead Presidents, Ambulance, Den of Thieves,
bruh,
Fast and Furious series.
Jazz? Have you seen Ambulance?
Sorry, Jazz.
Fast and the Furious is a heist movie. Have you?
I haven't seen Ambulance yet though.
Good, top to bottom.
Hey, look, wait. I'm gonna tell you. Whenever you watch that movie, because Crystal was like, it's like one of them, like from beginning to end. Like I would definitely compare that to Uncut Gems. Now, whether you like it or not, I don't give a damn about that. But the feeling you get,
I give a damn, Jazz.
You said what?
Nothing. Continue.
I heard
her. So the way, if you watch Uncut Gems, the way I felt watching that movie is how I felt watching Ambulance. Watch it when you vibing, since that's what you like to do. Watch it when you vibe, then come back to me, and I promise you're gonna be like, motherfucker, what?
Sounds like what I'm doing tonight.
And they got Yaya as the lead, so go ahead. Crystal,
do that.
What did you said? Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious series, the Ocean series, Italian Job was said, Two Guns, that's Marky Mark and Denzel Washington.
I need to watch
Takers.
Takers,
Baby Driver and Driver. I like both of those movies. And
what's in Driver?
Ryan Gosling. He was a
stunt shit. Okay, yes. You see this new movie here, Stunt Double, this time?
I did see the trailer
with Emily Blunt. That looks fun. Right?
No, I have seen that trailer.
You didn't like it, Jazz?
What?
The trailer for that.
Oh, I did.
Oh yeah. Okay. I know why she did. I know why she did it. But yeah, I love Ryan. Baby Driver, definitely up there. Den of Thieves is definitely up there. Heat is up there. I watched Widows. I would have liked it, but it was, I just don't. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. It's not. It's not. It's just. It's not believable.
You mean you
It's not.
can't see Viola with Leah Nielsen?
Mm.
Well, yes, but it was how it was the robbery. Like, I mean, it was just the whole robbery, the death of the person, and everything that, like, the story. I think the story was very strong, but it was something about the robbery piece. It was just like, okay. Within that, so got that Baby Driver, Heat, da da da. I think I watched the Ocean series, and somebody told me I'm ghetto, but I don't care. I if they don't end in a shootout, like, it's not that ain't it for me. And Oceans was never a shootout. It was always like, these niggas was just perfect. Like, they never missed, and every mission was impossible. Like, Mission Impossible 6. That's gonna be, since Crystal used Fast and the Furious, Mission Impossible 6 is a damn good movie, and a damn great heist in that movie. There we go. Boom. So, of course, the crew. Now they have the money, what's his name? What I cannot what the marshal. What was his name?
Bass. Character name Bass.
Bass. Okay, yes, Bass. Delroy pulled up. Delroy pulled up to the town with the materials that they needed. He pulled up, and the guy talking to him, he said, I guarantee, I bet my right hand I killed more people, got more bodies than you, cat. It's like, damn, y'all be happy about the bodies y'all be catching like that? Like,
so to be fair, all right, pretend you are an outlaw and you in a gang. Wouldn't you be kind of like, oh yeah, got like 7-8 people up out of here?
Oof. It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's kind of hard to pretend. My heart is beating hard as hell right now when you said that. Like, dude, why are you taking lives like that? Like, Jesus, value these people. Like, god damn. Like, if I was a revengeman, I'd definitely be like, yeah, I'm him. I'm him when they come to catching bodies, but like, they just be catching bodies just because.
So if y'all was like cowboys and girls, y'all just be the nice ones.
I would be at the saloon drinking and playing the piano.
Like, that's where y'all at?
Yeah, I'm not out there. You wait, Jazz. You out here, you ski masking up?
Man, listen.
She about to get
like, listen. I seen Trudy. I was like, I feel that. Like, yeah.
You feel it?
Like, we about to get
okay. So, Jazz, we need to put you in some different movie categories now. Like, we need to put you in some cartoons, some happy stuff, like some lovey-dovey.
Like, just like if I was a pirate, yes. I would.
Wait, you said in your pirate movie you're not killing and stuff. Now you killing.
I did. When you say that? I ain't never said that. Yeah.
So they pirates for real. They pirates.
I'm gonna be robbing people if I was a pirate.
Off a boat.
Taking all they look. We take all their resources and everything.
You taking all the booty.
If I wait. Hey, no.
Exactly. What you?
That's not how Jason meant it. Jason, nah. Yeah.
This wasn't a crystal talk. This wasn't a crystal conversation. It would definitely mean something different on her side of the table.
All right.
Back to cowboys.
Okay, but all right. So, so he's talking to Lakeith's character, and they walk, and they say, "Come walk with me. Come walk with me. Come walk with me." As he begins to have this conversation, the guy is at the thing, and he blows up, and then he's like, "What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that, Delroy?" I'm saying Delroy because I'm done with their characters' names. What the fuck was that, Delroy? It was like, is that the right or the left? What? Is that the right or the left arm? Right there.
Disgusting.
And then of course, this is when Wiley pulls up. No, it was Cuffy. It was Cuffy. Cuffy pulled up. Cuffy pulled up with the money. But she got explosives on the back of, well, in the actual money. They got explosives in the money. So Jazz, this is the standoff. You know, this is what we've been waiting for. We an hour 30 minutes into the movie, we finally fit to get Jim. We got Jim and Cherokee Bill. Like he been popping this shit the entire movie. He the fast motherfucker. He done pretty much proved he pretty good with them blam blams. He done showed he good with it. But this standoff, what did you think about this standoff scene? Or maybe tell me your initial reaction of this standoff scene.
It caught me off guard. I was shocked. I was sad. I said, "Oh shit, what just happened?" Not Jimmy, boy. Got shot in the face. And then here go Lakeith. They always count too slow. Motherfucker, what? I'm just like, you knew he was gonna shoot you and kill you. You knew you were gonna lose.
Exactly.
That death hurt. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's up there with G Baby. Because he shot him in the face.
You think it was that top? That
it's up there. It's up there. Like, it was just
I don't even think this was the most hidden in the movie.
Maybe I cried, Jason. Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
This is a safe space, James.
Like, it was to his face. Like, his open casket. You're gonna see that bullet hole.
They'll sew his jaw back up.
Would you do that? No, you gotta let people know he died like a thug.
I mean, they gonna know he died like a thug. I mean, technically, he just got buried in the mountains, so nobody know he died like how he died. But
yeah, and the coyotes eating him up.
Possibly.
But that was a bitch move. It was a bitch move.
I mean, maybe he counted in his own head, like.
But see, if y'all have a standoff and somebody is counting out loud, you go off that count.
Says who? Who made that rule?
He cheated in the rules.
So wait. So Krista, if you was in the standoff, you count down from 5 to 1 to start shooting.
So y'all, you mean to tell me
you too probably am not waiting for nobody to get the 1. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, Jazz, you are.
But he did cheat. That wasn't right.
You a fair lady. You a super fair lady. I appreciate you.
I am, Jason.
I appreciate you. But I mean, it was kind of. But if you really pay attention to the movie, it was already said. Like Bill put him in your back. Like he always puts him in your back. Like that's just what he does. So we knew he was dirty or he played by his own rules. In this situation, but at this point, Jonathan was like, "Nah, blow that bitch, Bill. Blow that bitch. Nah, ain't nobody getting no money."
I personally wouldn't have put the money in their truck. I don't know. If the plan was to blow it up anyway, it would have been in the woods. I don't know, next to the burial spot. Get it on the way out.
That's true.
I think it was always like the backup plan, because I think they would have given it to him if it would have played out the way it was supposed to. But Jonathan, his situation was I don't think he was looking to come back. Like his plan was set out no matter what the fuck happened. He was gonna kill dude even if he died too in the process. Like that was his mind frame the entire time.
I mean, he's had hatred for Rufus for like 20 years. Mm-hmm. When you got hatred in your heart that long and you got the person right there, it's either them or me. If I had that hatred, it's kind of like Sylvie when she was going against He Who Remains. I've been hating you for so many years. I got to kill you. Yeah. Shout out to Loki.
Yeah, this is like they, I guess you pass through different times. You're doing different things, huh? This is the other variant of Timely. He a Western. He's a Westerner.
Finally won, didn't he? Finally won.
Yeah. JR, after they blew up the money, what did you think of the chaos that ensues because of this?
Man, listen, inject this shit into my veins. This all over the place, like craziness. Like, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I love gunfights. You know, I just love over the top, insane, drawn out gunfights. You have the slow motion bits. You know, you have the guys like flying through the buildings, going through glass, like just falling off of horses and everything. It was just great. I'm not gonna publicly admit how many times I rewatched the shootout scene, but let's say it's more than five, allegedly. But I loved it. It was just great. It was like perfect, just beautiful. Right amount of chaos. Soundtrack was just on point. You know, great use of slow mo. It was just great. Like I can't fault it, honestly.
I'm
Okay.
thinking I thought JR was gonna say it was more than 20. I was
I said,
expecting.
listen, I said more than five, allegedly. So let your imagination wander. I'm not gonna admit or deny. So you know, mm,
Probably up there with 30.
listen, it could be allegedly, allegedly.
I mean,
No
okay?
judgment.
So since we here, Crystal, what's the last thing that you watched repeatedly?
Movie?
I don't care what it was. It could have been a TikTok.
It's spicy. The last thing that I watched repeatedly was Brown Sugar. Oh, such a good movie.
Like you watched it like more than one time in one setting. Like you just kept on like each
Is the
day.
question the question and the answer is the answer. Brown Sugar.
So you had Brown Sugar on loop.
Dad, you see what I'm saying?
I
Like
love that
I thought you were gonna
movie.
say like a scene. Like, she said, "Oh,
I
goddamn
love that
movie."
movie. Oh shit.
Yes,
Can you
Honey
quote it?
Wars. Yes, I can. Yes. What? I love that movie.
she's a quoter.
Right.
She's a quoter. Jazz, what was the last thing you had on repeat?
Last thing I had on repeat was Jalen Hurts barking with his tongue out because he's an Omega.
Okay. I get it.
It was a 3-second video, and I made it a loop. I made it loop, so it about 10 to 15 seconds.
How many minutes? Wait.
And the thing is, the loop is so good; it's as if he's barking back to back to back in his car.
Jazz, how many minutes did you watch this video? It was 3 seconds. So how many minutes did you watch this?
So I will say, in one sitting, probably 2 minutes, but it's still in my phone. But it's like, luckily, iPhone doesn't tell you how many times you play a video. Am I right? Ain't we glad that they don't have that? Or I don't think they do.
Somebody knows at Apple headquarters.
But yeah.
Something wrong with
What's the last time you watched a video on loop?
Probably somebody twerking.
Gotta be. People listening.
I love a good. I don't do porn. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't do porn. I don't watch that. But a good twerk video. Oh my god! I find a good twerk video. I'm looping that bitch. I'm going. I should make a compilation twerk video, not of me twerking, but I love a good twerk video. Thank y'all for the ones who do it, like and to post them. Like I appreciate y'all. But the last video I really watched on loop was, I think I sent it to you, Crystal. I think I sent it to you, Jazz, of the artist drawing the picture. Like I watched some of them reactions of them.
That shit.
I watched some of them reactions so many different times. Like I was like, bruh, first off, you know what you're getting into. But like she was really
they
good.
could draw them people nicely.
It's not meant to be.
I don't know if you've seen this. This TikTok was fucked up. I felt so bad for this couple. I'll send it to you after we record. I felt so bad for sis, but then they look like they love each other. So I was like, you got you a man that love you.
For you.
Do you hang that picture up? Or what do you do with that picture when you leave?
They look like they liked it too. But you gotta laugh. Because you know they probably got so many followers. So you gotta look like you're not hurt.
You gotta have some confidence to get a picture like that. Like I'm looking at it like this nigga's really, like she is really enhancing these pictures. Like, how does your mind even work like that? Like her mind is like warped to even see that.
Them gums. Like, I saw them after I closed it. And I felt so bad. I felt like that's what was getting me to hell. that moment right there.
Back to the show. So like I said, we got the chaos is going on. Cuffy had to go and sacrifice for her love. Trudy had to have her popped, and Cuffy was some kind of way. Cuffy pulled a Max Payne. She diving and shooting at the same time with I know they got they using like muskets or something. Like how you able to do all that with these type of guns? Like she jumping and shooting. It's like I think you got to put like gunpowder and stuff that bitch. Like it
You
ain't
seen nobody.
I think
do
that gun was advanced. You just sunk the little barrel a little bit.
You ain't seen nobody get no gunpowder.
On it, and then it was next one.
In my story, it was gunpowder that was out there used to shoot at these.
We're a little bit further.
You see Bill, he up there shooting with the snipers. He get hit in the chest. On the roof as he's taking out the people to clear the path so Jonathan can just run straight down inside the building. Then of course, like I said, after Cuffy took care of the people that was going to take out Trudy went, not Trudy,
Mary.
Sazi went to go get Regina. I'm done with their names. Then you see Lakeith and Cuffy. You see their little gun battle. What did you think about this, Jazz?
Man, I thought Bill was good.
Yeah.
Got shot in the chest. The coin got him. Got shot in the back. It's the second time I've seen this man die in a movie unfairly, because he died in X-Men unfairly. Shouldn't have died over there either. He keep getting these roles where he be dying like real shitty. But I'm glad Cuffy was able to go ahead and take him out. I was going to ask y'all a question, like, as long as it took Lakeith to die, got shot in the neck, went out the door, down the steps.
It's a Bill.
Who?
Bill.
You said what?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna tell you what this reminds me of though.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, whose death was better? His death or Jada Pinkett's death in Scream 2?
His, because I don't know the other one.
I better say you asked a question that these people probably not gonna know.
Wait, I thought Crystal.
Did we watch it at the house?
Crystal, no.
Nah, not part 2. Yeah.
And yeah. Bill.
And she's going to pick, even if she doesn't know anything about one of them.
At all.
Gonna pick.
It's okay.
One I know.
It's not okay. That's not okay. You shouldn't be able to
she
pick.
wants to be a part of the vote. It's okay, Crystal.
You
can
be trying to participate.
JR, have you seen Scream 2?
I've seen Scream 2.
All right, between Jada's death and Lakeith's death.
We suing.
I'm gonna give it to Jada. Very dramatic, impactful, I would say. Not to say like Lakeith's death in Hard Day Fall wasn't, important. It had that music, and it kind of tugged at my heartstrings a bit, because it's like, wow, I almost feel bad that he got shot. But wait, he shot Bill and Jim, so I shouldn't feel bad. Damn it, music! Oh, it's the strings. It's getting me emotional. But yeah, Jada's death in Scream 2, better for me.
I like the death. I mean, I like this entire scene because, like I said, this is where you see. I guess it's a turn, but Cuffy was right. Cuffy was a ride or die regardless in this. But she talking to Bill like, "You all right? You seem like you hurt." Like she was checking on him as he gets shot or he gets killed, and then Lakeith was cold blooded in this scene, and he was like, but he said
don't reach, you don't go to fear, because then karma.
Yeah, he talked to him in Cherokee when he said it. He, basically, yeah, like you said, it gives you bad karma in the afterlife. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, oh no, he gotta. But it was almost like a I can't think of what the word is, but where he got shot at is where I feel like that's where Jim got shot at.
Artery?
Remember he had that bruise when he was like, the reason I'm riding for you is this right here. And he showed him that bruise in his neck. And that's the same exact place where he got shot.
That was like through the cheek.
No, not that one. So he got shot. He got shot in the cheek. But remember when they were
Oh
saying
yeah,
what
yeah, the bruises that
why he was riding for him, he
Mm.
pulled his shirt down and he showed he got shot. And I don't know if he got shot or he got cut.
Yeah, I was gonna
Go
Mm.
because
ahead.
I thought it's like maybe a rope because maybe somebody was trying to hang him,
You
which
think
is why he
you thought it was a rope?
or like because like the rope burn is like your
I
skin on
can
your neck and stuff, and so maybe
uh-huh.
he was about to get hung,
And he shot
and
him down.
yeah,
I'm not mad at that. They didn't really. I took it as if it was some kind of wound or something in the neck, like
right.
or something. So that's just what I took from it. But I could be wrong. But I felt like it was just like a nice send off for him, in that scene. And she told him, and Beckworth was. I think he said we said Jim Beckworth, right? She was like he was faster, in that. But whatever that the drawing, but Crystal, Trudy or Regina King and Zazie. They throwing hands in this barn. What did you think about this scene?
Them was some tussling women. It was a good fight. I don't remember it ending the way it did. I definitely thought it ended with Zazie standing there, being presumed dead or whatever. So I think they gave each other a fair match, and that probably was a fight that had been brewing a long time because it felt like they had to get a little bit more aggression out than necessary. Zazie called that lady to help earlier. She probably was trying to get her lick back for that. She threw the horseshoe. I didn't know horseshoes was that sharp. It was a great time. I don't know where they was at because there was a bunch of colored powder. So I don't know what that colored powder was for, but I was with it.
I'm with it as well. I'm with it as well. So of course, within this scene, well, as we go through, we got to catch back up, with Delroy and John. Delroy popping. I don't. That was you talk. We talk about what is it? Plot armor. That nigga was he was moving untouched, unscathed, unmoved. I don't even think the wind blew hard enough on Delroy as he walked down the center aisle. So he just shoot niggas like. So you
He
telling me
told
no?
them earlier, I'm gonna show y'all why they call me next, nigga. He told them and he showed them.
Man, he walked down that bitch smooth. And then this when Jonathan gets shot. Jonathan gets shot and he's laying down and he's just like, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm fit to have to do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like when it's the one guy being able to just go through a team of people because you're telling me all these people just this incompetent, they couldn't take out this one dude. Like we couldn't set up a plan where us twin niggas on horses couldn't ride up on this man hiding behind hiding behind a carriage. We just couldn't catch this one dude. They let this one man who's shot, wounded, get up, run up on me and my horse, and shoot us.
Yeah, we couldn't shoot him. He got us. He got us, Jason.
So of course, like I said, Jonathan, he shoots his way through this situation, but he misses one. Crimson gang, done pull back up. The one he freed to kill him, and he gets shot. I don't know who the fuck shot him. I'm assuming it was Delroy shot him as well. I that's just what I have to assume. And he puts Jim's gun back on him. And he taps on him because he emotional. He done lost one of his guys. He don't know what the fuck going on. But then he goes into before we do that, because I forgot about my guy Wiley. He out here wilding in the house. He in there with bombs. Just how you just throwing bombs in the house? Just like why the house one blowing up and shit. Like he was just in there just blowing shit up, walking off.
He care about the house no more.
And he pull up on Rufus. And they have this little standoff conversation, and Rufus was like, farewell, old friend. Like, what the fuck you talking about? What the fuck you talking about? And he shoot the bombs. Shoot the bomb, the TNT he got in his hand before he can do anything else.
And we also found out that Wiley's the one that snitched on Rufus.
He sent him to jail. Yeah, he the one that dropped the dime on him as he tried to. Yeah, I missed that line this time. So good call out, Jazz. Good call out. But of course, Jonathan walks in on Rufus and he tell him pick them blam blams up. Let's go and do this one last time. Crystal, what did you think of this one last standoff?
I was ready for it to be over. Because I definitely got to the point where I was starting to check the time. Like, my God, when are we going to be done? Somebody needs to die immediately. I liked it, but we could have got to it sooner. I was ready to get to this moment. Yeah.
Damn.
Got you.
Sometimes.
JR, what did you think of the conversation that they had before the blam blams came out?
It was definitely not what I expected. The big reveal that they're brothers and, um, the reasons behind him killing their dad and what's not. Definitely did not see that coming. It was like, oh, okay. And then the way that Rufus got killed as well, it seemed a little anticlimactic. I thought they were gonna have like this kind of long, drawn out, gunfight, but Rufus was like, hey, listen, take your revenge, take your shots, just yeah, he went out sad. But you could feel the emotion and the conflict on Nat's part, finding out that, oh, this guy's related to me, but he still killed my family in front of me. So he's gotta
go. Jazz, if you was Nat and you heard the confliction or the confliction, it's because you kind of conflicted in this situation. What are you doing in this?
And I'm an outlaw.
And you were out, nigga. You Nat.
All right. I just had to make sure what my status was. So since I'm an outlaw like Nat, I don't know if I would kill him. I would beat his ass though. But like beat him with the gun and make sure I don't beat him to death. But I don't know if I would kill him because that's like my only family. But then it's like I've had hatred for this person for years. Only feelings that I know towards them is hate. But then learning like, okay, this is my half sibling. And the reason why they are the way they are is because our dad was an abusive asshole and left him to die and killed his mom. So it's just like, well, I kind of get why he killed daddy. But he had to kill my mama. But I mean, I don't know.
Man, it's almost it's like he was creating his villain backstory in that situation. Like it was done to me, so I'm passing the trauma on to you in this.
And he couldn't kill his brother.
But he killed his daddy. Who cares? You can kill your brother. You killed your daddy. Like,
but you see, his daddy left him for dead.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I would probably be more pissed he killed my mama than a daddy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in that situation, because you can't bring that back. And she was innocent. Like she wasn't even in that situation. So that was like a nice little twist. So within this, like, is that a good twist to the story for you, Jazz?
It was. I enjoyed it because then it had me thinking, like, well, I get why he the way he is. He's still a villain, though.
You think so?
So absolutely.
Why?
He was a villain when he killed Mike on the street.
Why? That makes him a villain? He was proving a point. I don't think that make him a villain.
So what? Somebody proving a point, taking somebody else's life? You are an example to show to everybody else. That man lost his life and his family lost their daddy because this man wanted to prove a point.
This man, no. This man got out of line. He got to talking crazy.
You could have just hit me in my knees. Boom. Lesson learned. You didn't have to take his life.
I gotta show dominance. I gotta be
Yo,
strong out here. I need y'all to see
wasn't
in
nobody
this
in that town,
situation.
wasn't nobody in that town challenging him. You just
He
had some
did he did
He
challenge
said he
him.
was leaving. He said, I gotta go. So I can't leave.
He was talking shit.
Jason.
You talk, man. If we have a group of people and I'm trying to establish my dominance and you question me, Jay, I look like a pussy. If I don't, I gotta take your life.
So, but you're not a villain?
I'm not a villain. No.
JR, is he a villain?
That's straight up villain shit, man. Come on.
He's not he's an anti-hero.
Crystal, is he a villain?
For sure.
He's an anti-hero. His man, he got a whole town. He needs some money that he got. He finna build this up. He finna build generational wealth for the people of the town.
But you killing the generation ahead.
No, no. I'm killing the older generation. I'm not killing the young generation.
That
Like,
makes it better.
like I'm saying, you gotta understand. He stepped out of line though. They don't make him a villain. The dude was out
He
of line.
basically did what the people that was coming to take the territory was gonna do.
Yeah,
and they were villains too.
And he was gonna protect them. He was protection.
That man was gonna bully them.
He was gonna build that town up. He wanted to make sure it was good.
Nah.
He had servants.
Yeah.
He had servants, but it don't make him bad. Somebody niggas gotta make a living some kind of way.
But see, his
are you
living
for slavery?
Slavery. What does slavery have to do with that? What is why you going?
They were serving.
Are you a colonizer?
Which side are you on? Huh?
Real questions.
You see a resource that they got that you wanted to take? They got a resource.
I wasn't taking no resources. I was just, I'm here to help. I'm here to assist in this situation. That's it. I'm just trying to make sure my people is good. I'm trying to. That's it.
They said that too. Going on somebody else's land. They did it. That's what they said.
It's good people on both sides.
Yeah.
It's good people on both sides. I still think he's an anti-hero. He didn't go about everything the proper way, but I think he went about it as right as he could. Because like we can't get mad at him for killing his.
That was the best option.
We couldn't get mad at him killing his daddy.
Oh no, I'm not mad about that.
Yeah,
Miles could have got out of here, and he could have shot the mom in the legs to where she couldn't walk again.
I mean, look at now. Mama in the house. Mama's she
just got finished chasing dinosaurs, and she went home to be with her family.
Hey man,
I hope she's not nobody's Link of Throne because she was definitely in Jurassic Park Dominion. But
look, man, she had to pop. She had to get up out of here, man. I think that was for She's Gotta Have It. Like she gotta have this bullet too. Like, but of course, Jonathan goes through with killing Idris. Very emotional scene. I didn't cry. But Jonathan did. That was heavy. That was heavy. He kept on. Then I think it was him constantly trying to pull the trigger is what makes it even more emotional. And I thought he was gonna he closed his brother's eye. I thought he was gonna do a cross on his head, like with his finger though. I thought that's what he was gonna do, but he just
I thought that's what he did.
Oh, he did. Okay, I'm not tripping. Okay, I rewind like 3 times. I think he just did one line though. I didn't see him do 2. So, but I thought that's what he was doing, trying to allude to. He was.
Jason said his cross wasn't legit. He did.
It's like he made an L, like a lowercase L. He ain't finish it. Like
you're lost.
Then he walks outside and Mary asks him, "Is the devil dead?" And he was like, "Shit, I don't know." And I think he pretty much referring to himself in that scene. But then of course they run off into the sunset. And they put 3 tombs. I'm assuming they put the brother in Nat's tomb.
Yeah.
I think so. Got you. So he gave him a proper burial. He didn't just leave him. So that was pretty dope that he was able to, I guess to a certain extent, come to peace with the situation. Then this is when I'm talking about. I felt as if Cuffy was into Mary, because this kiss, like you can do a little French, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she was like,
And
Like,
like it's the
damn.
last one.
Like she was holding on. Like then she
Make
she
it last level.
and it was like one of them situations where she was like, you know what? I'm done with this bitch anyway. Like I need to go and get this up out of me. I ain't gonna see the bitch no more. I'm finna be
now.
and she finna be a cop. But you was a goddamn criminal. How is you a cop now? You done killed the whole town of people.
So you
And
tell me
Bass
cops
can do both. She can too.
Cops
You
can't be
said what?
criminals.
You said cops can't be criminals? She
Yeah.
black though. No.
No,
She
what
should
you
be a
gotta
cop.
watch. No, what you gotta watch.
Then of course Jonathan, he just like, okay, like, hey, y'all doing a little bit too much. And like, Mary, I thought she would go the other way, but she definitely rode up into the sunset with Jonathan in this situation. But I think that's Trudy as the movie cuts out. At the end. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a part two. I mean, I don't think this movie did that well box office wise. Critically acclaimed, yes, but I don't think it did.
Released in the box office.
Box office. It was a Netflix movie.
They dropped
No,
it in
it's
the movie.
like couple.
They did both. Just like the Glass Onion type situation.
But you can't go off of that. Especially if they don't market it. Nah, because everybody that auto reviews, everybody said they liked it. This nigga.
It didn't fade to black like I wanted it to, but that's what's the end of The Harder They Fall. And of course, the burning question in our soul is, was it good though? Crystal, I'm going to start with you.
It was.
Okay, we rank it. Not rank it, but 1 out of 10. Where you at, Miss? Damn, is it still going?
I don't like long movies, man. That man, it can get like a 9, 10. It was a good movie. No, it can get a 9 for the time. Yeah, I take that point away. It can be a 9.
JR, was it good though?
Was good. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I'm taking a 1 away because the final showdown between Nat and Rufus just felt like a letdown. It's been building up for the whole film, and then it's not even like a two-sided fight. One guy's like, "Hey, just take me out, have your revenge," and that's it. But yeah, 9 out of 10.
Clearly, you don't watch Loki because every movie that Jonathan Majors in, at the end, there's never a full-out brawl. It's a conversation. Every movie, every show that Jonathan Majors in, at the end, even in hell, even in what's that goddamn movie? Creed. It was a goddamn conversation.
They never hate him in the end. He talks him out of it. That's a talent right there. That's crazy. It's true.
Jazz, was it good though?
Absolutely, for sure. I would give it I'm gonna give it a 9.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. And for me, yes, it definitely was good. Because I think I always talk about like just bringing back those black movies. We just did Soul Food. So like with those classics, that's something that I feel like we do need, and this is something different. And I will say, I'm going to ledge. Is it a ledge? I don't think it's a ledge. Maybe Jazz. May, I might buy into it. That's all I'm saying. Into that.
Into what?
I might buy into this pirate movie if done right with black people. I might buy into it. Yeah, I might. I'm not a cowboy. I'm not the cowboy movie watcher. I do think Django was pretty good, and I think there's a thousand. Is it 1,000 Ways to Die or something with
I think
the guy that did Family
1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
With the Family Guy producer writer, he wrote it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was. I mean, not a western like that, but yeah, they got some stuff in there. And it's another show. Well, I think there was like Legends of Tomorrow, and they had like some western episode. We can scoot past that. Link of Thrones. Yeah, we do. You got people's thoughts. You got people's thoughts, Jazz.
I do, but
We'll
we can
do
go
that.
ahead and do Link of Thrones.
Well, they okay, Lincoln Thrones, man. So JR, I'm gonna start with you this time, brother. What actor or what actor are you picking from this movie to put us on tour?
So gonna go to the star, Jonathan Majors. And I for my Link of Thrones, I'm going to say The Five Bloods, another Netflix exclusive. It's also got the late great Chadwick Boseman and Dora Lindo in it as well.
Who was yours?
The Five Bloods. Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors. Got you. Okay, cool. Crystal, what are you going with this, man?
You mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to spin a block on it. RJ Seiler.
Yes, sir.
He plays Lamont in Rap Shit.
I'm Jazz. I gotta be up there with sinking battleships. I'm gonna start. That's gonna be a new segment.
I didn't think no battleship. I chose to say that.
You did, but I did I get it right or not?
It was a character I could have picked.
You could have, but what would you pick first?
This guy.
I
was
know.
gonna pick the Wanda Wise. For
it don't matter. You would, but what did you pick?
Damn, Crystal. Damn.
I sunk your battleship. Jazz. Who is your Link of Thrones?
My Link of Thrones is going to be, I mentioned him earlier, is Damon Wayans Jr. And I'm going to say he was in Dance Flick, which, hilarious movie. Highly
That's
recommended.
The one for Spinning Baby?
Yes. And they did a spoof of Save the Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a few of them.
Just love these crazy ass, off the wall ass movies.
Bring back spoof films. I need somebody to bring back spoof films. Like I would love for
Marlon still doing. He should stop.
I need him to work with somebody else. Like he need to get linked up with Issa and
or his brother Keenan. Let Keenan do it. Like
Marlon he could take a little break.
He could. Jazz, you almost sunk my battleship because I was going to go with a different show, but I was picking that. But I'm gonna go with Mr. Woody McClain. Ghost.
Shout out to Ghost.
Shout out to them.
Who is them?
Oh, Ghost. The show.
Who is Ghost? Oh, the show. Got you. I'm trying
to
what
start
the
that.
For what? It's like you're gonna go on season 4.
It's okay to start. A lot of people telling me it's good. Yeah, I gotta start from the beginning.
I told you that 3 years ago.
A lot of people did. I got a reason now.
But yeah, man. People's thoughts, Jazz. You got people's thoughts.
I do. I had a few people respond on our Instagram. Shout out to y'all for responding. Got a lot of positive reviews. The roomie said she loved it. A good black cowboy movie. She said non-football. That is shade to the Cowboys. We got another response. I enjoyed this movie for the most part. Cherokee Bill and Jim part. He said it's not his favorite. Are his favorite. So I'm assuming that Cherokee Bill and Jim was his favorite characters in the movie. And then we had somebody else respond. I think they got it mixed up because they said it was a really good movie. They just couldn't wrap their head around how Idris Elba's character was Jonathan Majors' father, but they were brothers.
I thought that was his daddy at first too. The first time I watched it, I was like, that is his daddy. My God. Yeah, so I'm with them.
But yes, that's what I see on our Instagram. But for anybody listening, we do drop these. You just guys let us know how you feel about it and we'll post it. Well, we'll bring it up on the show. But yes. And I also want to, sorry to cut you off, Jason, but I also want to make mention of like the music element that was used in this. The soundtrack to this movie was amazing. And I believe that Jay-Z had his hand in it.
Yeah.
He was one of the producers.
The director is also a music producer.
Nice. They did a great job. Like the music was perfect.
Does music, like modern music, take away from an old timey movie for you?
Not for me. I thought it was perfect.
It depends for me.
Okay. So when The Color Purple come out in a couple of weeks, and her get to singing one Avenue, jumping on the avenue, and I saw Master fucking you.
Yeah. Don't be in the theaters like shrugging them shoulders. Don't be in the theaters shrugging them shoulders.
I saw his picture on the window. I saw my sister yesterday. She was my favorite one.
Yo, what is the matter with you?
Hey, if Fantasia don't take her shoes off in that movie, it's trash. If they don't have Fantasia taking her shoes off in The Color Purple, it's trash.
Look, Fantasia hand has been in Color Purple for a while. Did y'all get tickets?
I don't think they don't think they down here like that. So I ain't gotta worry about something like that. I just pull up. I just don't think the movie gonna be packed like that. If it is, I'm like, you racist. I'm going to say all the people in the theater. If the movie is packed with white people of The Color Purple, I'm going to say you niggas is racist. I'm going to just say it. Like, y'all should be. Why y'all so deep in this movie like this?
But Steven Spielberg did it. They're supporting their brethren.
They did the big one, man. Like y'all all going to go see That Color Purple, modernized. Kind of see that.
Folks was upset.
Well, people don't like remakes and stuff like that, but I mean, shit been remade since shit's been remade. It some shit works, some shit don't. Niggas love Parent Trap, and that wasn't even the first one. It was a remake. So some shit it just happens that way. So it is what it is. But yeah, man. Episode 77. As Jazz corrected me earlier. We do appreciate our guests. I started with JR earlier. So Crystal, do you have anything that you would like to say to the people? Anything you'd like to promote? Shout out, anything? So you got your season, what's that, season 3? Raising Canaan? When is that? When is that?
I think it's coming out in a couple weeks, actually.
Okay.
Sure, we can plug that. Watch Raising Canaan.
December 1st, yeah, right there, right. Yeah, December 1st, yeah, Friday.
Go watch the folks. I think they did a good job.
You think so? You think so? You think it's gonna be better than season 2?
Let me think what's happening. Yeah, I do.
You think so? Okay. Look here, Marvin. I'm riding. JR. Any closing remarks, comments, anything you want to promote, push, or talk about, my brother?
Just want to say thanks for having me on again. Appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun talking about this film. I've got nothing to plug. I don't know. Could follow me on Twitter, I guess. I throw a good tweet out, once in the blue moon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's about it. Appreciate y'all having me on. Can't wait for next time.
Excellent, man. We're always grateful to see you guys come out, support, listen to the pod, listen to the music, whatever it is that we got going on. That's why we enjoy bringing you guys on to the podcast. Jazz, did you have any remarks or anything for the people?
I just want to say shout out to everybody. This is the month of being thankful. So, JR, Crystal, thankful for y'all. Jason, thankful for you, my brother. Thankful for the pod and for our listeners and viewers. Trying to get to 500 and just appreciate everybody that supports us.
So we're not going to acknowledge this flame?
I'm not gonna lie. It was really helping me with my speech. So I wasn't even mad at it. I was like, you know what? Let's go.
You see what I'm saying? I'm supporting my sister here. I am supporting my sister, but unlike in this situation, we want to address the listeners just a little bit. I'm not gonna go off. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna say nothing, but We got some free movie tickets out there, man. We trying to send somebody. Like, I didn't know you had to push like this, but it's fine. It's fine. But I'm letting y'all know. The What's It Good Though podcast does have a contest going on right now. We're looking for a lucky person to send to the movies.
I ain't never in my life. I'm sorry to cut you off. I ain't never in my life tried so hard to give somebody something for free. Never. Normally I'd be like, shit, all right, blessing mine. Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Jason, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Tag somebody.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, like I said, the competition is as follows, man. You just have to be a subscriber on YouTube. And then once you subscribe, tell a friend. Have their friend shout you out. Let us know, how the hell did you find the Was It Good Though podcast? Once they shout you out, if they want to enter, they have them subscribe as well. If they want to enter, they just got to follow the same exact rules. Subscribe, send it to somebody else, tell them to shout you out, because we want to know how y'all finding us. Is it through TikTok? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Facebook? Are you a friend of a friend? Are you my friend? Is you Jazz friend? Is you Crystal friend? Is you across the borders, across the waters with JR? I want to know. I just want to know so I can thank you and show appreciation to you. And that's what all this is about, man. But yeah, I think this is the end of our thankful month. It's definitely been a lot of appreciation, a lot of love. Hopefully you all got to enjoy your holiday season. Hopefully it was safe. Hopefully everything went well, and went to plan. But yeah, man, it's episode 77, The Harder They Fall. I am Jason.
And I am Jazz.
No, okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just, you know what? We just leave. We're gonna toss it up there. If you catch it, you know what I'm saying, that's for you to catch. But if you don't, that's fine as well. Damn. That's fine as well. You don't got you want to jump in? You want to jump in there, JR? You want to jump in?
And I'm JR. There we go. That.
I'm Crystal.
I hope I see you.
I don't know, because y'all did Tiffany on when she did it. Y'all ain't finna get me. I need clearance. Yeah. It ain't like that.
Crystal said you ain't doing me like that.
Not that.
But Was It Good Though podcast. Deuces.
Cheers.
Can't eat water, but they say you can eat penis. So I mean, are you?
Wait, whoa!
One is a solid and one is a liquid.
Whoa!
But are you eat? But are you? But does one?
This is gonna be this is the end credit. This is the end credit right here.
But does one?
I tried to save him.
But does one
want to be saved?